Undercover boss walks into his own retail store, shocked when an employee refuses to help. The hook. What happens when a Hollywood legend goes undercover in his own retail store? Clint Eastwood, the iconic actor and director, decided to find out. Disguised as an ordinary customer, he walked into one of his stores, expecting to see the best of his team in action. But what he encountered left him stunned. An employee who refused to help him. This is the story of how one unexpected moment led to a life-changing revelation for both Clint and the employee. The plan. Clint Eastwood had always prided himself on running businesses with integrity and respect. He believed that customer service was the foundation of any successful retail establishment. Despite his long and legendary career in Hollywood, Clint was also a savvy businessman. Owning a chain of retail stores was just one of his many ventures, but he wanted to ensure that his name stood for excellence, no matter the industry. For weeks, Clint had been hearing mixed reviews about the customer service in some of his stores. While some locations were praised for their welcoming environment, others had complaints about rude or unhelpful employees. Wanting to see the truth for himself, he devised a plan. He decided to conduct an unannounced visit to one of his stores. To keep things discreet, he opted for a simple disguise. Nothing flashy, just a flannel shirt, a pair of worn-out jeans, and a baseball cap pulled low over his eyes. He wanted to experience firsthand how his employees treated everyday customers without the pressure of knowing their boss was watching. Clint had always believed in leading by example. He had built his empire on the principles of hard work, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. His retail stores were no exception. He had invested significant time and resources into training his staff, ensuring they understood the importance of customer service. However, the recent feedback suggested that some stores were falling short of his expectations. The visit. It was a quiet Tuesday morning in a small California town. The air was crisp, and the streets were just beginning to stir as local businesses opened their doors. Clint walked into his store and immediately began observing. The layout was clean, the shelves were well-stocked, and a few early morning shoppers meandered through the aisles. At first glance, everything seemed in order. As he wandered through the electronics section, he noticed a young employee named Jake restocking shelves. Jake, in his early 20s, had been working at the store for about 6 months. He was known for his efficiency, but had a reputation for being curt with customers. Some managers had reported complaints about his lack of enthusiasm, but since he got the job done, no one had pressed the issue. Clint decided to test Jake's customer service skills. "Excuse me, young man. Could you help me find something?" Clint asked, his voice calm and unassuming. Jake barely glanced up. "Yeah, what do you need?" he said, his tone indifferent. "I'm looking for a new laptop," Clint replied. "Something reliable but not too expensive." Jake sighed, clearly irritated. "Laptops are in aisle 3. You can't miss them." Clint raised an eyebrow. "Could you show me? I'm not really sure what I'm looking for." Jake finally looked up, an exasperated expression on his face. "Look, man, I've got a lot of work to do here. The laptops are right over there. Just go check them out yourself." The confrontation. Clint was taken aback. He had always emphasized that his employees should go above and beyond for customers, and Jake's dismissive attitude was a stark contrast to the standard he had set for his stores. He decided to push further. "I understand you're busy, but I could really use some help." "I'm not very tech-savvy," Clint insisted. Jake rolled his eyes. "Look, I'm not a personal shopper. If you want help, go talk to someone at the customer service desk." Before Clint could respond, the store manager, Sarah, walked by and did a double take. Her eyes widened in shock as she recognized Clint, despite his disguise. "Mr. Eastwood, what are you doing here?" she asked, her voice filled with both excitement and panic. Jake froze, his face turning pale. "Wait, Mr. Eastwood?" As in the Clint Eastwood. Clint removed his hat and nodded. "That's right. I wanted to see how things were running in my stores. And I have to say, I'm not impressed." The revelation. Jake looked like he wanted to disappear. I had no idea. "I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean to." Clint held up a hand. "Save it. I'm not here to fire you. I'm here to understand. Why do you treat customers like that?" Jake hesitated, then sighed. "Honestly, I hate this job. I'm just here to pay the bills. I don't care about customer service or making people happy. I just want to get through the day." Clint studied him for a moment, his expression unreadable. "Why do you stay then?" Jake shrugged. "I don't have a choice. I dropped out of college, and this is the only job I could get. I feel stuck." Clint nodded slowly. "I get that, but let me ask you something. Do you think treating people poorly is going to help you get ahead in life?" Jake looked down, ashamed. "No, I guess not. Watch now and be inspired by this incredible story of hope, resilience, and the power of second chances." The turning point. Clint surprised everyone by offering Jake a chance to turn things around. "Here's the deal. I'm not going to fire you, but I'm not going to let you keep treating customers like this either. If you're willing to put in the effort, I'll give you the opportunity to learn and grow. We'll get you some training, maybe even help you go back to school if that's what you want. But you have to show me you're willing to change." Jake's eyes widened in disbelief. "You'd really do that for me?" Clint nodded. "Everyone deserves a second chance, but it's up to you to take it." The ripple effect. Over the next few months, Jake threw himself into his work with a newfound sense of purpose. He attended customer service training sessions, took online courses, and even started mentoring new employees. His attitude completely transformed, and he became one of the store's most valued team members. Clint checked in regularly, giving Jake encouragement and advice. Eventually, Jake decided to enroll in night classes at a local community college, working towards a business degree. Inspired by Clint's faith in him, he dedicated himself to self-improvement. Clint's mentorship extended beyond Jake. He initiated leadership workshops in all his stores, ensuring that employees at every level had the opportunity to grow. The culture of the business began shifting towards a more positive, customer-focused environment. Employees felt valued, and in return, they provided better service. The broader impact. As Jake's story spread, it inspired other employees in Clint's stores. They began to see that their boss was not just a figurehead, but someone who genuinely cared about their well-being and growth. The positive changes in Jake's behavior and attitude became a catalyst for a broader transformation within the company. Clint's decision to invest in his employees' development led to increased job satisfaction and lower turnover rates. The stores became known for their exceptional customer service, and sales began to rise. Customers were happier, employees were more engaged, and the overall atmosphere in the stores became more positive. Clint also realized the importance of regular feedback and open communication. He started holding regular town hall meetings where employees could voice their concerns and suggestions. This created a more transparent and collaborative work environment, further enhancing the company's culture. The personal journey. For Jake, the journey was nothing short of transformative. He went from being a disengaged employee to becoming a passionate advocate for customer service and personal growth. His newfound confidence and skills opened up new opportunities for him. He eventually became a manager, leading by example and instilling the values he had learned from Clint in his own team. Jake's story also had a profound impact on his personal life. He reconnected with his family and friends, sharing his journey and the lessons he had learned. He became a mentor to younger siblings and cousins, encouraging them to pursue their dreams and never give up. The broader lessons. This story is a powerful reminder that everyone has the potential to change, but sometimes they just need someone to believe in them. Clint Eastwood's decision to give Jake a second chance not only transformed Jake's life, but also reinforced the values of compassion and leadership that Clint always stood for. In the end, it wasn't just about customer service. It was about the power of empathy, guidance, and the willingness to invest in people. Because sometimes, all it takes is one moment, one opportunity, to turn a life around. And as Clint Eastwood proved, true leadership isn't about firing people who fall short. It's about lifting them up and showing them the way forward. The final reflection. Clint often reflected on the impact of his decision to give Jake a second chance. He realized that leadership was not just about setting high standards, but also about understanding the struggles and aspirations of his employees. By showing empathy and providing opportunities for growth, he had created a more positive and productive environment where everyone thrived. Jake's transformation also highlighted the importance of second chances. Many people, like Jake, feel stuck in their current situations and may not see a way out. Clint's willingness to offer support and guidance gave Jake the confidence to pursue his dreams and become a better version of himself. This story serves as a reminder that everyone deserves a chance to grow and improve. It encourages leaders to look beyond the surface and see the potential in their employees. By fostering a culture of empathy and support, businesses can create a more positive and productive environment where everyone thrives. The broader impact on the community. Clint's decision to invest in his employees had a ripple effect that extended beyond his stores. The positive changes in the workplace inspired the local community. Other businesses in the town began to adopt similar practices, focusing on employee development and customer service. The town's economy improved, and the community became a more vibrant and supportive place to live and work. Local schools and community centers also benefited from the positive changes. Clint stores began to sponsor educational programs and workshops, providing resources and opportunities for young people to develop their skills. The community saw a decrease in unemployment and an increase in entrepreneurial spirit as more people felt empowered to pursue their dreams. The broader impact on Clint's career. Clint's experience with Jake and his stores also had a profound impact on his own career. He began to see the importance of balancing his business ventures with his passion for filmmaking. He used his influence to advocate for better working conditions and opportunities for workers in the entertainment industry and beyond. Clint's story became a symbol of hope and inspiration, not just for his employees, but for people around the world. He received numerous awards and recognitions for his leadership and philanthropy, further cementing his legacy as a visionary leader. The broader impact on society. Clint's story also had a broader impact on society. It inspired other business leaders to adopt similar practices, focusing on empathy, support, and personal growth. The movement towards more compassionate leadership gained momentum, leading to a shift in corporate culture. Companies began to prioritize employee well-being and development, recognizing that happy employees lead to better customer service and higher profits. This shift in corporate culture also had a positive impact on society as a whole. Communities became more cohesive, and people felt more connected to their workplaces. The focus on personal growth and development led to a more educated and skilled workforce, contributing to economic growth and social progress. The broader impact on future generations. Clint's legacy extended beyond his own lifetime. His story became a case study in business schools and leadership programs, inspiring future generations of leaders to adopt compassionate and supportive practices. The principles he championed, empathy, second chances, and investment in people, became foundational elements of modern leadership. Clint's influence also extended to his family. His children and grandchildren followed in his footsteps, continuing his legacy of leadership and philanthropy. They established foundations and initiatives to support education, healthcare, and community development, ensuring that Clint's vision of a better world lived on. The broader impact on global change. Clint's story also had a global impact. His principles of compassionate leadership and investment in people-inspired movements around the world. Leaders in different countries adopted similar practices, leading to positive changes in their respective communities. The movement towards more empathetic and supportive leadership became a global phenomenon, contributing to a more connected and compassionate world. Clint's legacy also extended to international organizations and initiatives. His principles were adopted by global leaders, leading to positive changes in international relations and global development. The focus on empathy and support became a cornerstone of global leadership, contributing to a more peaceful and prosperous world. The final reflection. Clint often reflected on the impact of his decision to give Jake a second chance. He realized that leadership was not just about setting high standards, but also about understanding the struggles and aspirations of his employees. By showing empathy and providing opportunities for growth, he had created a more positive and productive environment where everyone thrived. Jake's transformation also highlighted the importance of second chances. Many people, like Jake, feel stuck in their current situations and may not see a way out. Clint's willingness to offer support and guidance gave Jake the confidence to pursue his dreams and become a better version of himself. This story serves as a reminder that everyone deserves a chance to grow and improve. It encourages leaders to look beyond the surface and see the potential in their employees. By fostering a culture of empathy and support, businesses can create a more positive and productive environment where everyone thrives.